When we're building a story, we obsess over the big stuff, right? The dialogue, the plot twists, the epic moments. But what if I told you that one of the deepest secrets about your character is hiding in plain sight? Yep, right down on their feet. It sounds almost too simple to be true, but a character's shoes, they're an absolute powerhouse of a storytelling tool. Seriously, they can tell us pretty much everything. Their financial situation, their personality, what they truly value. It's like the secret code that clues the audience in on who this person really is long before they've even said a single word. And to show you just how powerful this is, I want to share this amazing story from a screenwriter. It perfectly captures this whole idea in action. It's a story all about high-stakes meetings, what it means to be prepared, and a lesson that came from a very, very unexpected place. So picture this. It's 2014. A screenwriter wraps up their 5th script, and it starts getting some serious buzz in the industry. This kicks off 5 straight years of intense make-or-break meetings with film companies. And in these meetings, everything was under a microscope. The way you talked, the way you sat, everything. Now, this writer knew exactly how high the stakes were. So for every single meeting, they had a uniform, a clean coat, and perfectly polished dress shoes. This wasn't just about looking nice, it was a strategy. It was all about projecting this image of being professional, serious, and respectful. But there was this one meeting back in 2015 that taught a lesson they would never forget. And this, my friends, is where our story gets really interesting. Okay, so check out this contrast. Our writer walks in, looking sharp, professional, ready to go in their polished shoes. And who greets them? The CEO of the whole company, in his bare feet and a pair of old, worn-out slippers. Can you just imagine that scene? Instantly, just by looking at their feet, the entire power dynamic in that room was set.
So just based on that one detail, the polished dress shoes going up against the beat-up slippers, what's your guess? Who do you think had all the power in that room, and how do you think that meeting actually went for our writer? And here's the kicker. The writer knew in that exact moment how the meeting was going to end. See, the CEO's slippers weren't about being sloppy. Oh no. They were a sign of absolute total power. He was so confident, so secure in his position, he didn't have to impress anyone. The shoes told the entire story of that negotiation before a single offer was even made.
Now, this principle isn't just for real-life boardroom drama. The true masters of storytelling use this exact technique in movies to incredible effect. Let's take a look at maybe one of the most chilling and brilliant examples ever. Come on, you know this one. The Silence of the Lambs. When Clarice Starling meets Hannibal Lecter for the very first time, what's one of the first things he zeroes in on? Her good bag and cheap shoes. In one look, Lecter's terrifying mind just completely unpacks her. He sees her working-class roots, her fierce ambition, how desperately she's trying to climb. Her shoes gave her entire backstory away. And all of this brings us to this really cool idea, shoe as subtext. It's basically the art of using footwear to tell the audience all this unspoken stuff about a character, their history, their identity, what they're all about. It's a genius shortcut to building a deep, rich character without needing a single line of dialogue to explain it. So, what can shoes really tell us? Well, a whole lot. They can scream economic power. Think of the difference between a designer heel and a scuffed work boot. They totally reveal personality, right? Is your character practical or flashy, or maybe a total rebel? They can even show us a character's core values. Do they prioritize comfort or style or maybe tradition? It's all crucial information. Okay, so we've seen this play out in a real-life story and in a cinematic masterpiece. That's great. But now, let's get practical. How can you, as a storyteller, take this powerful lesson and actually apply it to your own characters? If you take away just one thing today, let it be this. A character's shoes are not just another accessory you pick out. They are a biography. Every single scuff, every choice in style, every bit of dirt, it all tells a piece of their life story.
In fact, let's do a quick little exercise right now. First, get a clear picture of one of your main characters in your head. Got it? Okay, second, in your mind, pan down, all the way down. Look at their feet. And third, just ask yourself a simple question. What are those shoes saying? Are they telling the story you think you're telling? Or are they maybe revealing something much, much deeper?
The next time you sit down to write, or build a character, or design a world, just remember to look down. The real key to who that person is might just be sitting there right at their feet. So, the question is, what story are your character's shoes telling?